station. Heed the call, the escalation. This is your radio salvation. Go, 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 go.
Broadcasting live from the Go Live Vegas studios in the entertainment capital of the world, Las Vegas. It's time now for the Twin Brothers from Different Mothers, the fastest growing podcast in the nation. New Jersey native Aaron Phillips is the voice of Las Vegas and an inductee into the Las Vegas Entertainment Hall of Fame. And Boston native Neil Portnoy is an internationally recognized artist and illustrator with his acclaimed studio in the heart of Las Vegas. Together, they are the Twin Brothers from Different Mothers.
Hey there, everybody in Twin Brothers land. Aaron Phillips here, welcoming you to another edition of Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. Yes, we are back on the air, high noon here in Las Vegas. We hope you're staying safe out there. And as always, we want to send our best wishes to all of our frontline responders, taking care of people as they are needed. As always, though, joining me is my twin brother, Mr. Neil Portnoy. How are you, sir?
I'm good. You know what? This is living proof that people behind microphones don't always wear pants.
Yes.
You know, I realized that when I left the house this morning, I'm going, wait a minute, I'm on camera, and I'm going to bring this point up because we probably all have shorts on. I really have
No, actually, I have jeans on. But did you see the video of some newscaster, and I don't remember where, he was doing a newscast, and the angle showed a bare leg and no pants. So now that answered the question we've all wondered forever if they really do wear pants or not. He had a suit and tie on, like you would in the studio, but he had no pants on the bottom.
This is half of being Portnoygraphy.
Yes.
Right.
Speaking of having no pants on, let's bring in our stepbrother from a different mother, Mr. Johnny Bird. How are you?
I'm not wearing anything.
That's right.
I'm like Elvis. They're only filming me from here up.
There you go. We've silk screened, or we've put that picture on there. By the way, today's edition, very special day.
So it's the birthday edition.
This is the happy birthday edition. This is a huge cupcake we have here on our display table here
It's a
in
big
our
cupcake.
and our dais. Mr. Johnny Bird celebrated a birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, friend.
A little alliteration, a bird birthday.
Oh, a bird day. No, he celebrated happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Hey, this cupcake thing, you know, I'm looking at it from a different angle than our view is. Is this a thing for cats?
Yes, there is. Here, let's give away. You know, magicians usually don't tell their secrets. Yeah, no cats were killed in me bringing this into the studio.
Yeah, but show them where the cats go on the other side there.
I
Yeah.
am. I got the
there you
hole
go.
right there. See, here's a hole. Anyway, so yeah, no cats were hurt in me stealing this from them inside the Elicus estate here. So anyway, thank you for tuning in and watching. You'll notice that we have mugs galore here. Wasn't that, who was that? Oh, I don't want to say
Mugs.
that online. So we have Twin Brothers mug, courtesy there of Mr. Neil. He's got our newly Twin Brothers mug that's now up available on Portnoy.com. I've got my Aaron Phillips mug. And by the way, these are ambidextrous mugs. You can use it with your left hand, and then if you turn it with the right hand, you still get to see our mug. That was very thoughtful to come up with ambidextrous mugs.
Yeah, I never thought of it that way. I just said put the image on both sides, but I like how you used it. That's
And
great.
then, of course, we have the birthday edition of the mug.
Where's
for
your sign?
Mr.
Grab your-
It's
grab
right
your-
next to it. It's
there you
actually, you
go.
could see it there. It's behind him on the slot machine, or as we like to call it, the Elicus savings account.
Yeah.
That's what. That's
Have you contributed to the slot machine?
I am not as silly as the two of you were last week. Oh, I've contributed to Aaron with the studio. I don't need to put.
Oh,
money in
okay.
it.
All
Yes.
right.
I've supported the man. Anyway, happily, I will say, because it's a good thing that we have here. Go Live Vegas. We are live on, of course, Facebook. We are live on Go Live Vegas mobile app. You can also check us out, I believe, on our Facebook page, Twitter, you name it. We're out there. We're all over the place. And we want to thank everybody who watched last week's show up through today. 52,000 views in 1 week with our guest, Ron Alexenberg. And Johnny, And Neil, you guys helped set that up. One of our probably our highest viewed show, right?
To date, it's the highest viewed show that we've had. For those viewers and listeners, Ron Alexenberg is former VP of promotions at Columbia Records, worked in the record industry in the Long Island Entertainers Hall of Fame. Interesting guest, great show.
Yeah, the guy's got stories forever. He's been involved with, 40 years plus of the entertainment business, and he rattles off names like here in Vegas, Clint Holmes, but Wayne Newton and Tom Jones and Engelbert Humperdinck and Michael Jackson. And man, the guy's got stories for
And
days.
nationally, Johnny, Billy Joel, Rod Stewart, Elton John. I mean, he's got a Rolodex. He came to my gallery once and said, well, wait a minute, you want me to call Billy? And he pulls his phone out, and I'm going, Billy who? He goes, Billy Joel.
Oh, nice. The
I mean,
piano man.
Really?
Let me give a quick heads up as to what we've got going on the show today. Of course, we are currently working on getting our guest in today, video remote, Teresa Mala. Great entertainer, singer. I had an opportunity to meet her recently at Bobby Mayo's when Johnny was down there doing his show. So we'll have her on here in a couple of minutes. Of course, we also, I believe, we have some other things going on. I want to just hit you guys with a couple of headlines real quickly to get your feedback.
Sure.
And then we have a quick 30-second video of a new project that Johnny's got going on. So he is our stepbrother. We have to show love to the redheaded stepchild, as he's been called, and make sure everybody gets to see what he's got going on. So with that, here's a couple of quick headlines before we go to the video. Happy birthday also goes out to the 100th anniversary today of the Negro League in baseball.
Really?
Yes, today, 100 years. They only lasted for 40 years. But 100 years ago today was the day that this was.
Oh, boy. You know what I'm waiting for is, look, you know I'm a baseball guy.
Wait, I can't hear anything right now. Okay, go ahead. Yes, you're a baseball
I'm
guy.
a baseball guy. The Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown
Been there twice.
has a section called the Negro League section.
Yes.
Why do they have a section? It's part of the Hall of Fame. They're in the Hall of Fame. Don't start segregating that, what are we going to have, the steroid era or the Black Beauty era?
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what? It's the Baseball Hall of Fame. They were tremendous athletes that never got their due until years later. You don't need a special section.
I agree. I totally agree. Want to give a couple of shout outs in the chat room. Mary Beth, thank you. Lisa, thank you. Also, Lisa sends a happy birthday message to Johnny. Linda's out there. We thank you all. Please remember to reshare our feed. And by the way, start your own watch party. This way we can get more and more eyeballs and beat 53,000 fans this week, given our guest. All right, a couple other quick things. I was telling our guest in studio, one of my new apprentices. He's an Aaron, so he's got to be a good guy. Before we started, you know how I use my Facebook page, right? I usually bookmark stories that I find during the week for us to talk about.
Sure.
And we are purposely trying to stay away from
Politics and religion.
and a certain pandemic thing because there's enough of that out there. So I've been trying to find articles, and I went back through my Facebook page. Man, I could not find many articles and stuff that I reshared that were not somehow tied to and related
To all three.
to those things. So I've really scratched the bottom of the barrel this week. But I will announce Gilcrease Orchard, which is up in North Las Vegas area, they actually opened up this past week, for apple picking
Yeah,
and vegetables.
I went there one Halloween to pick up stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, the Halloween, they're very busy with the mazes and the
Yeah.
pumpkins and everything. So they are open. The Neon Museum, supposedly, is set to reopen Memorial Day weekend under the parameters that are set forth by the CDC. So the Neon Museum is going to be opening back up, which I thought is pretty cool.
I'm just going to put it out there. I put it out the last couple of weeks. You got Walmart. You've got all the box stores. You've got the supermarkets. You got the gas station convenience stores. Open up small business, Governor
Amen.
Sisolak.
Amen.
You know what? We know how to social distance. We know how to protect ourselves. People are really struggling in this economy. Open it up now. Stop waiting.
Well, those are two of the stories I shared this week about two businesses in Las Vegas that have been around a long time. One of them was the owners of the Egg and I and Egg Works
Sure.
restaurants. He talked about they may not be able to open because of lack of funds with their insurance, whatever. And then the Mexican restaurant just escaped my mind. He'd been in business in town for, it's not Roberto's, but all right, then I'm drawing a blank on it. But anyway, 40 years, and he's got multiple shops across the country. He realized, looking at his books, that with everything that has gone on, revenue lost, the time it might take, and he's been open this whole time with pickups and deliveries only.
It's not the same.
and he's decided that he will close the day after things open back up.
Let me put this out there because, I have my breakfast spot, Rooster Boy, that I go to every Saturday for takeout, and we do our thing. I was talking to the chef owner, Sonia, today, and I said to her, you know what? Open up the restaurants. But here's the stipulation. You have to have outdoor seating.
Yes.
Every restaurant should be allowed to open if they have outdoor seating and arrange the tables in the outdoor seating so everybody is safe.
I agree with that because, in my opinion, I've thrown this number out. In my opinion, 80% of the small businesses that are out there, and I've not done any math on the actual number, but to represent the large number, this local business economy will never be what it was because the businesses that had to close, which means now all those employees will have to try to find a job even in a thinner market.
Sure.
And on the heels of the announcements of Station Casinos, did you see this yesterday?
I did.
Okay, so in getting ready to hopefully reopen, Station Casinos has announced plans to open Red Rock, Green Valley Ranch, Santa Fe, Palace Station, Sunset Station, and the Wildfire Division initially. However, all of those properties, they're laying people off, including executives.
I know.
And then they're hoping, based on the analysis and assessment from the opening of those properties, then they'll look at Palms, Fiesta Henderson, the Fiesta Rancho, Texas Station, all depending upon the analysis after the first wave.
Listen, they're going to come back, but what's going to happen is they're not going to hire full-time employees.
No, they can't.
They're going to hire part-time employees. They don't have to pay benefits. They don't have to pay health insurance, and they'll still have workers. And hey, you know what? I was watching a news conference. And
Yes.
I know we don't do politics and religion, but
Don't drink it.
no, they said it works. So, I don't know. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know.
Although I have a funny feeling there's one person in this studio right now that if he was ever crazy enough to do it, he might give it a try.
Me?
No, not you.
Oh, okay,
Our
good.
stepbrother,
Well,
because
I
he's
know.
wacky. He's wacky that
I
way.
wonder how it mixes with rum. That's
See,
all I
that's
wanna
just
know.
it. That's just it. So he may get crazy enough to do that. All right. We are probably going to have to switch to a phone interview with Teresa because she's having some technical issues getting the remote started. So why don't we do this? Right. Johnny, you got something new going on. Why don't you talk about that for a few minutes?
Well,
I didn't mean to wake you up over there. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
no. I'm wide awake. Working with a couple of buddies of mine, and Mike Vidal, if he's listening. He's one of the new leading men of Vegas. It's a new show coming online. They just started putting the show together. 4 headline singers with kind of a classic Vegas feel, but then everything shut down, of course. So he has found a place, and he was scouring for locations to do rehearsals where it's safe and such. But he was able to find a lounge that had shut down, won't be opening back up in Henderson, and he's got both the buildings available. So something that I've been trying to do for maybe a decade is put together a classic television type show. And he's opened that opportunity up to me. We're going to start filming this in the next 2-3 days, and we'll come in online with a brand new show called Vegas After Dark. And I'm very excited. We've got some guests lined up. We've got do set dressing on Sunday and maybe start filming on Monday. First show, if everything goes right, is going to be this upcoming Friday right here on GoLive.Vegas.
Right on. Excellent. Now, that being said, I believe we have a little promo set up to kind of talk about that. Is that right?
Yeah, just a little tease, the TV opening.
So let's watch if you would. I love the colors of that curtain in the background. Very bright, very Liberace-like.
That's
Well, it
Johnny
is very-
Bird. What else do you expect?
Now, I know we have one caller on the line. Our guest, Teresa, is on the line. But, Teresa, I know you can hear me. I'm going to ask you for about 2 minutes to hold with us because we've got one other thing to do, and then we'll introduce you. Now, prior to Teresa calling in, we had another call during that 30 seconds. I don't know what it is, but our show's getting hot that now we have celebrities calling us.
Other than ourselves.
Other than ourselves. So what I'm going to do, let's make somebody's day, because I believe we have Clint Eastwood on the line, Johnny?
And now it's time for Celebrity Spotlight, featuring the voice chameleon, Don Tersini.
Well, you guys, you're right. This week's Celebrity Spotlight, I'm excited because we do have the one and only, and one of my all-time favorites dropping by. It's the man with no name, Dirty Harry himself, Clint Eastwood. So, Mr. Eastwood, how are you? How you doing?
Well, hello, Johnny, Neil, and Aaron. It's good to be with you fellas today. How can it be twin brothers when there's three of you?
Well, I'm the stepbrother from another mother, Clint.
Oh, the red-headed stepchild, eh? That's okay. I'm happy to be here.
So, Clint, how are you coping with all the COVID, the lockdown? How do you pass?
Johnny, I like to be outside. I enjoy gardening and landscaping.
That's a little bit of a surprise. Do you have any problem with weeds? You know where you're at?
You know, Johnny, I really don't. You know, you can talk to plants and they respond. Well, I do the same with weeds. I just say, get the hell off my lawn.
And they disappear?
Well, wouldn't you?
I guess so.
And prior to this COVID crap, I was hanging out on weekends at the celebrity retirement home in Hollywood with some of my old friends.
Wow. I bet that's a lot of fun. How's the staff there?
Honestly, I kind of like messing with them a bit. I would tell the maid in the morning, go ahead, make my bed. Well, we had Carl Reiner and Mel Brooks do one of their comedy routines. I tell you, Johnny, there wasn't a dry seat in the place.
So, Clint, you remember, we all remember you as a strong, manly man, all virile and rugged. I hope you don't mind to be getting personal, but has age affected you in, that man area?
Well, that's okay, Johnny. I don't mind you asking. And I must say I'm doing well for a fella my age. Let's just say Dirty Harry is still feeling lucky, punk. The mule can still carry his load, okay? And there's 2 mules for Sister Sarah.
So you can still make a sudden impact. There's no trouble with the curve. The pale rider still has his giddy up.
Okay, that's enough, you little bastard. You know, I'm working on a new project I can tell you about before I go.
Yeah, please. We all want to see it. How much can you tell us?
Well, it's a reboot of The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, starring President Trump, Nancy Pelosi, and Joe Biden.
Well, who's who?
I'll let you all decide.
Well, Mr. Eastwood, it's been a great pleasure and an honor to have you with us. Be well, be safe. Hope you have a great...
Thank you, Johnny. You all take care and stay Vegas strong, everybody.
Clint Eastwood.
Wow.
This has been Celebrity Spotlight with Don Tersini, sponsored in part by Birdland Productions. Be sure to tune in each week as we put the spotlight on some of the world's biggest names.
Wow.
Yeah, well, there you have it.
I got a little confused though when he said the good, the bad, and the
I
ugly.
thought
I thought it
figured
was
our
us.
I was figuring here our names in there. Well, Mr. Eastwood, we certainly thank you for calling in. And I'll tell you what, last week, we had Jack Nicholson. Now we got Eastwood. I mean, our show's catching on. It's crazy.
Well, you know what? We're worldwide. People don't understand. We get calls from all over the world.
We do.
Checking in on twin brothers from different mothers with stepchild or stepbrother.
Stepbrother, not
I still
stepchild.
call- well,
that
we-
would make it. That would mean it was like
We
you would
are
be
old.
Right.
Yeah, we are old, right.
Exactly.
I'm just the black sheep.
There you go. All right. Listen, our guests normally would normally want to go to a quick break for our sponsor, but we're going to hold on to that till the bottom of the hour because we have our guest on the line with us. She's been so patient waiting as we were interviewing Clint Eastwood. My pleasure to introduce someone I've met only a couple of weeks ago who needed some drinks at a bar, and I took care of her. Please welcome to the phone, Teresa Mala. Welcome, my friend.
Hola, amigos.
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
We're doing very well. Johnny's got a little La Cucaracha music going on in the background for you.
Perfect.
Well, she does do a lot of or some very, very impressive shows with Selena and Linda Ronstadt. I'm sure she's going to tell us all about that.
And she's also bilingual, correct?
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
my wife is bilingual. She speaks English and Dorothy.
Oh, my goodness. Do they all mean the same in both languages?
I don't know. I don't listen.
So, Teresa, we thank you so much for coming on. I know we had some technical issues with the remote, but thank goodness we have phone numbers as always a backup plan. So we appreciate that.
Yes.
Now, I'm
Yes,
going to...
that's a bummer, though.
That's all right. We're delighted to have you here. We have some pictures, of course, that you were kind enough to share with us that during the interview, Aaron here in the studio is going to pop them up so people can see some of those pictures that we have of you and kind of put a face to the voice. But I'm going to change it up on you because obviously we kind of ran a little behind. I asked you this morning before we got on the air if you would do me a favor on behalf of a birthday boy.
Yes.
So I'm going to actually...
Are you ready?
I'm going to actually call on you right now to do this because then after you're done, then we're going to take a quick 30-second commercial and then get started with getting to know you better. Okay? So, Teresa, take it away.
All right. All right, this is for you, Johnny, baby. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Johnny.
Aw.
Happy birthday to you.
Aw.
Happy birthday. Right on. See, if we had the visual working, I was going to have her do it like Marilyn Monroe, but that would have been lost now on the phone. So.
Well, luckily, Aaron, you already did that with the wig earlier
Yes, I
before
did
the
that.
show,
And
so.
boy, it's a sight you don't want to ever see again.
Call me
thank
Mr.
goodness.
President.
Yes. All right, Teresa, I'm going to ask you to hang tight for 30 seconds. I got to pay a bill. And then we come back, my friend, the spotlight's going to be all yours. You're listening to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers and the stepbrother in the house. We'll be right back. 30 seconds. Don't go anywhere.
THD is a cosplayer with two things on his mind: to get fit and to have fun. Now you can too with Living Dagger Fitness. Through Living Dagger Fitness, you'll train with a superhero to be a superhero. Using the timeless techniques of training, including Muay Thai and fitness kickboxing, you'll learn the health and fitness habits of your favorite characters. You'll get in the best shape of your life while enjoying the fun and excitement of living your character. To find out more, email THD at theherodrownslv@gmail.com. Live your character.
All right, we are back. Thank you for sticking with us. Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. Aaron Phillips, Neil Portnoy, Johnny Bird, Aaron Elikas behind the board. And our guest right now, Miss Teresa Mala, joins us. Thank you again for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Now, I always like to get started with what I like to call a very simple question because we like our fans to get to know our guests besides what they see on stage and see of you as an entertainer. So, age of 10, you started out on stage with a family group called the Terry Tunes. Was that the first time you performed in public, or when did you realize that you can do the performing on stage?
Oh, you remember MTV and
Sure.
Madonna?
Sure.
So when I was singing with Madonna, yeah, that was it. And then just coming from a musical family, we needed to make some money. So Mom put us to work.
So you say you were singing with Madonna, actually singing with Madonna?
No, she was on MTV and I was in my living room.
You know, it's funny that you brought that up because at breakfast this morning, in a little sidetrack, which I do quite often, my wife brought up the point she once did karaoke. She got a standing ovation.
When she was done?
Yeah, everybody stood up and left the room.
Jeez. No, Teresa's not that way. Not that way. So who has influenced you from your early start in entertainment that I know we'll talk about your shows in a few minutes, but who are your early influences?
Absolutely. Linda Ronstadt, number one. She was a powerhouse. And I don't know if you guys saw the documentary, The Sound of My Voice.
I did.
But oh my God, I remember when I was real young, just listening to her albums over and over.
Now,
So
you had a
that's
show
it.
planned, correct? You had a Linda Ronstadt show planned. You were doing a tribute thing, and right when COVID hit. So tell us a little bit about that show. What you have coming up?
Yeah, so I travel back to Rosarito, where I moved here from, every few months. And my first show I did there in January was my Selena tribute show. And then this past April 21st, I was planning to launch my Linda Ronstadt tribute show in Rosarito. But, of course, that didn't happen. So it's on hold until who knows when.
Now, we're in Puerto Rico.
Rosarito, Mexico.
Oh, in Mexico, I thought you said Puerto Rico. You know, at my age, hearing is like the third thing that goes.
Jeez. The third thing.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to ask
Don't
on
even
one and
ask.
two.
Don't go
By the
there.
way, our producer here, Aaron, he just flashed a message to us. He knows Bobby Ronstadt, her brother.
He does? Oh, Aaron. Oh, my God. Aaron, we need to talk.
He says he'll be in touch.
Aaron, was that on MTV too, or no?
Right, yes. So let's talk about the show that you currently do or had been doing, and that, of course, is a tribute to Selena. How did that come about, and what's your future vision for that show as lives start getting back to normal?
Well, that's a good question because honestly, I started doing my Selena tribute on Fremont Street as a busker.
Oh.
And right after I moved here, and that's a lot of fun, and I make a ton of money in tips. So I was doing that, some private events, some corporate events. So I don't know how they're going to do social distancing on Fremont Street, first of all, or anywhere for that matter. So I really don't know. I think a lot of stuff is going to be Facebook Live for quite a while and Zoom and I don't know. So there's the Selena show and then the Linda Ronstadt tribute show. I want to do both of them, and I actually also want to get into producing, including my own shows. So I don't know. It's really just going to depend on what this new world is going to look like, you know?
Well, one suggestion, if you want to perform and you want to try to get out to even a wider audience, as Johnny Bird is doing, taking advantage of the Go Live Vegas studio and functionality and everything, maybe you and Aaron E. should chat a little bit and see what he could do to help promote those shows for you and actually perform your stuff right here through the network.
That would be awesome. And just to give Johnny a plug as well.
Absolutely.
He and I have been talking about some stuff that he's working on that he's invited me to be a part of. So there's stuff definitely in the works. And then I also enjoy playing with bands. And so I'm hoping to do some stuff with David Scott Cooper. I think you guys know him. There's a lot to be done.
So it's going to be the new Vegas. And I'm telling all the entertainers, because I do work, all those caricature things with all the entertainers. It's just going to be a different Vegas. We're going to find unique ways to be creative with our talents and our abilities. You know what? You're going to find out one door closes, many more will open. It'll give you and Johnny and a number of people an opportunity to go in a different direction.
Absolutely.
Teresa,
Absolutely.
I'm sorry, I don't know if you're following the live video comments in the chat room, but Linda Daly says anything for you, Chica. And Aurora Caddy or Katie, I apologize. She just has your name with an exclamation mark, Teresa. So your fans and friends, they're following you right now. So be careful what you say about it.
I love you guys.
A lot of great folks in the chat room today. Wade Smith is out there. Bill Knott's out there. We got tons of people. If you have a question or a comment, by the way, Aurora says Teresa's Facebook Live show is keeping Vegas alive. And Aaron Elikis, the producer here, he just put a message in the chat room, so you can. I'm not going to repeat what he says. You can read his comment all by yourself.
A couple of quick shout-outs.
It just means hello, beautiful. That's all it means, Aaron.
Oh, okay.
Just a couple of quick. Alan Glist came on. Hi, Alan. Some folks from back in the Midwest. BB, Bridget, and Mike Vidal. I talked about him earlier. He's the new leading man of Vegas. He's on here. So hello to all you guys.
Six and Rachel Pack says hello.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah,
yes.
Neil.
I need to talk about them for sure.
Okay.
A couple of shout-outs on my end. Stephanie Sanchez, she joined the chat room. Mark Messina is out there. Jimmy Hopper,
Mark.
the great Jimmy Hopper.
Jimmy.
Jana Lynch from the Art District, now in New Mexico. Gary Papazian, Luke Perry, Bobby
The Luke
Golden.
Perry?
I mean, it's Ray Strebe. The list is, people are jumping in these chat rooms, and the audience is growing and growing and growing.
Now, Teresa, last week's show, we had over 52,000 views. So
I saw that.
we are expecting with you and your international audience, I want 152,000 views this week.
There we go.
Okay? Small order.
No pressure.
No pressure. Small order, but I know you can do it.
You know, if there's somebody that could do it, it's this girl.
I know.
She is phenomenal. She shares everything. She calls people. she sets things up. She is a remarkable business woman too.
You should do one of your famous Johnny Bird videos with the two of you. To
Oh my
promote.
gosh.
Yeah,
Well,
If
we
it-
have talked about it.
By the way, if anybody wants a mug video, call me and I'll
There
help
you
you
go.
out.
All right, so before we go to Six and Rachel in a second, I know what that's about. The messages for you are pouring in. Lisa Mascari, looking forward to hearing you again. Mopar Murray, hola, my friend, great interview. I miss you. Mary Beth, love you, Teresa. Miss your face. And Six and Rachel say again, hugs and kisses to you. Now, I believe reading everything, they are connected with your Blues Against Hunger Society. Is that correct?
Yes, indeed.
So why don't you
I'm
talk
so
about that
excited.
nonprofit?
Oh, thank you. So, Blues Against Hunger Society was launched by Six and Rachel Pack in Yuma, Arizona in 2013. And basically, what they do is, let me find their mission statement here. Hang on a quick sec.
Well, while you find that mission statement, you know, if your organization wants to raise a ton of money, I happen to know an illustrator that could probably work with you to get some artwork done, but call me crazy.
Well,
And if he
That's-
doesn't help out, talk to Neil.
Yes.
yeah, I'm hoping Neil to get a mug, and I'm hoping to start selling these mugs. So hopefully we can get that going.
Send me a good Head and Shoulders photograph. That's where it all starts, and then promote it to your fan base and make some money.
Aaron, flip the picture of go to the next one if you have one handy, not the one that you have up. Go to the one in front of the cart if you have it. She's wearing a baseball cap. I would love to see this picture as soon as it comes up on a mug.
Is it a Yankee hat?
No. This is the picture. That's the picture that I
I
would
know
like.
which one you're talking about.
Right, and we're just showing it again. And listen, I'd be lying if I didn't say I would at least buy a dozen mugs with that picture on.
How come every guy in
Well,
the
then I'll have
studios,
to do a couple different versions.
every guy in the studio's head just turned to the monitors?
Yes, we all have to go to the chiropractor now because our necks just got thrown out flipping to the monitors. But no, go, so go ahead. Did you find the mission statement?
I did. So the mission statement is to produce blues concerts that promote the donation of non-perishable food and promote the blues. In our current times, Boz has lost all of the opportunity to collect food donations at our live blues events. So we've launched a YouTube channel, which is Boz TV, and I can provide all of this information at the end of the show. I'll type it in there. So yes, we are looking for donations. We're also looking for sponsors. We're looking for raffles, for upcoming stuff that we're coming up, that we have coming up. And the really, really exciting piece is that we are launching here in Vegas. They started in Arizona. They have several chapters now in California and Mexico. And I am going to be your host of Sin City Blues with Teresa Mala on Boz TV on our YouTube channel. And to get that started, I'm going to be doing Tuesday Blues on Tuesday, May 12th at 6 p.m. And I've been reaching out to a lot of the local musicians here. I need some blues musicians to represent Vegas on our new YouTube channel. So it's all super exciting.
Yeah, I gave Teresa, I think she already knew David Tatlock for Soul Juice Band, so I think they're already trying to connect. Now, listen, I'd be remiss if I'm going to speak for Neil on this, which I rarely get an opportunity to do because he speaks for himself very well. But when you guys get started up here in Vegas, although Neil and I can't sing the blues, play the blues, strum a guitar, well, he can strum a guitar. I can air guitar. That's about as best as I can do. We give the blues to a lot of people, however. If you need us for voiceovers or voicing commercials or anything you need us that our voices can lend itself to the cause, please, by all means, let us know. I know we'll be happy to participate as best we can.
Oh, thank you. I will definitely do that.
And
Thank
also
you.
feel free to post the information on our Twin Brothers Facebook page so that this way all of our fans and everybody can get the information. We could start spreading the love when everything opens up here in Vegas for you guys. I think it's great. I think it's a great cause. And to the founders, Six and Rachel, you know what? When things get happening, we'll have to have you and the two of them on the show, launching it here in Vegas.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sounds great.
Oh, yes. Can you? Well, we can't use the phone right now. I would love to give out the phone numbers because Teresa's on the phone line right now. But we are taking questions through the chat room. So please drop your questions in there. We do have some new phone numbers, which I posted in our promo posts, and maybe Aaron can just throw them up on the screen just for note's sake, because we finally got rid of that phone number with the last 3 digits being 666. So thank goodness. But Teresa Mala is on the line with us. You are watching Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. Aaron Phillips, Neil Portnoy, our stepbrother, who we love very much, Mr. Johnny Burt. We're celebrating his birthday with us all here. Linda put in the chat room hashtag Blues Against Hunger. So I guess you guys have a hashtag working as well.
Yes, we've got a website, we've got a blog, we've got YouTube, we've got Facebook. Yes, we're. If you guys get a chance, definitely just go to our Facebook page, Blues Against Hunger, and it will guide you to all of our different avenues, as well as how to make a donation. Right
on. A couple of shout outs before we go to another quick break and before we put Teresa in the hot seat. Frankie DeFalco, who is one of the premier wrestling promoters around the country. He's in the chat room today. And Willie Triplett, gentleman who I used to work for when I worked for a college here in Las Vegas, was my boss. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and checking out what Teresa has to say and how she's not only helping other communities, but this lifestyle and things that she's done to bring smiles to many other faces. So I want to ask you one quick question about the Rocker Chicks before we go to break. Talk about the Rocker Chicks.
So my brand is LV Rocker Chick, and because that's truly what I am. My preferred type of music is rock and heavy metal, but I sing everything. So LV Rocker Chick, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, follow me.
Heavy metal? Really?
Yeah.
I can see that.
Well, my wife's son is a drummer in a speed metal band.
Speed metal?
Yeah, it's heavy metal, but like he's got the double bass drums and he goes nuts and yeah, one of those people. But he's into that metal scene.
Gotcha. By the way, I want to let everybody know, if you are on the move, if you're moving from your bedroom to your living room and you need to take us on the go with you, please feel free to download the Go Live Vegas app to your phone, available in the Apple Store and the Google Play Store, so you can at least continue listening to us, at least on the audio. Of course, we are currently multicasting all over the world in social media, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook, you name it, Periscope. We are out there. And of course, as always, be on the lookout for our podcast links. You can even go to SoundCloud for all of our past shows. All right, Teresa, we're going to take a quick 30-second break. And then when we come back, you are going into the hot seat of what we like to call getting to know you.
Can we put that picture up of her next to the thing at the hot seat? Because that word,
yes.
I mean, we put them all together.
Yes, absolutely.
It works.
We can put a whole screen up with all the pictures that we sent. All right. Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. We'll be back in 30 seconds with Teresa and Getting to Know You. Don't go anywhere. What's that? Oh, were you? Yeah.
THD is a cosplayer with 2 things on his mind: to get fit and to have fun. Now you can too with Living Dagger Fitness. Through Living Dagger Fitness, you'll train with a superhero to be a superhero. Using the timeless techniques of training, including Muay Thai and fitness kickboxing, you'll learn the health and fitness habits of your favorite characters. You'll get in the best shape of your life while enjoying the fun and excitement of living your character. To find out more, email THD at theherodrownslv@gmail.com. Live your character.
Hey, welcome back to Twin Brothers from Different Mothers. Hey, this was just mentioned to me that during the Bewitching Hour show last night, which airs here from midnight to 1 a.m. right here on Go Live Vegas, hosted by Renee Davis, Neil, she actually gave us a shout out during the show. What did she call us, Johnny?
The Bald Babes.
I don't know where to go with that.
You don't see me silent very long. I had nothing.
I don't know. I don't know where to go with that, quite frankly. But thank you, Renee, for the shout out. And I know I've listened to the show. I'm not up at midnight listening to it, quite frankly. And it's produced by Johnny. She's working with Johnny on the show. Johnny, tip the cap to you, my friend. You have produced a show with her that is absolutely tremendous. And I have a lot of fun listening to it because she bases the songs she plays around themes. She themes her show around What was last night's theme again?
Motown with a twist. It was all songs that were recorded by Motown artists and another artist.
Oh, right on.
Nice.
And 2 weeks before that was traveling the world, and all the songs were about travel. And
Destination, yeah.
Destination.
I'm just a little off today with Bird birthday and bald babes.
I know we got a lot of
What
bees.
the hell is next?
Just whatever you do, don't ask Teresa. Well, never mind. Anyway, Teresa, you still there with us?
I'm here.
All right. So we're going to have more fun with you, but we're really not going to talk business and musicals just yet. This is a segment that we like to call Getting to Know You, and here's what we do. I have about a dozen or so rapid-fire questions that we're going to fire literally at you, and you must answer with only the first thing that comes to mind. So that's why it's rapid fire, okay?
Okay.
All right, we're going to set it up. Here we go.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you.
All right, here we go. Now, I know you have not studied. These questions were unsealed from a mayonnaise jar in the porch of Funk and Wagnall. So,
Third edition.
third edition. Here we go. Favorite all-time actor?
Favorite old-time actor?
All-time
I
actor.
don't know any old-time actors.
No, all-time. Someone who you love from all time. Yes.
Al Pacino.
Al Pacino.
Yeah,
That's
Al
a good
Pacino,
one.
Al Pacino, Robert De Niro, and Dustin Hoffman are really the same person.
That's right. You never see them in the same room together. It's a great point. Favorite actress of all time?
Sandra Bullock.
Sandra Bullock. All right. Now, favorite all-time movie that when you know it's on, you're stopping everything. You're popping a popcorn and you're getting your favorite adult beverage and telling the world to leave me alone for what movie?
Say hello to my little friend, Scarface, baby.
Scarface, exactly. Wouldn't have expected anything else.
I thought that was Jimmy Denny with Little Jimmy.
Yeah, little Jimmy. Now, by the way, shout out to Jimmy. Today is his birthday. And he is
correct.
also feeling a lot better because he had the virus for a while.
Let me tell you, there's a number of people that give in this community.
Right.
Jimmy Denning is in that top 5 list.
Absolutely. So happy birthday to Jimmy Denning as well. Okay, you kind of answered this question previously, but I'm going to ask it formally again. Favorite music genre?
Oh, yeah, rock and metal.
All right. Favorite all-time song so that when you are in your car and you hear it come up, you start bebopping in your car and you don't care what the other cars next to you are doing, looking at you with wondering what's going on. And that song is?
Oh, my God, you're going to laugh. Hotel California, baby.
Great song.
It's a great song. But of course, nobody would be laughing at Teresa singing because what they don't know outside her car, she can sing. That's the thing, right?
Oh, let me just listen to this.
I know, we're going to strum a
10
few seconds here. Hang tight. Here we go. Hotel California for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Get the window rolled down? Rolled up?
Of course, we have to cut it off so
Right.
that we have to cut it off so that nobody craps all over the video for playing a copyrighted song for
That's
too
right.
long.
Yeah,
So,
right.
okay. Now, I'm going to preface this by saying this is the internet. So feel free to answer this 100% accurately as you feel fit, okay?
Okay.
What is your favorite all-time curse word?
Pinche su madre.
No, that doesn't count.
Now, for those...
Okay. It means fuck your mother.
Okay.
All right. That was multiple words. I don't know if that counts.
Send your comments to Teresa Mala at gmail.com. Anyway, okay.
That reminds me of a joke that I won't tell.
Oh, please, we'll do it off the...
I would tell it.
I could.
After that curse word, I don't know how we can't be shy about anything else anymore.
Really,
so.
really.
Except, are we putting that? Yeah, I know. Have me say that? Yeah. Chingao. Did I say it right? I guess not, because Teresa's laughing. So I don't know what I said, but I hope I just didn't piss off China.
I was going to say, is that Chinese?
I don't know. I ordered some food. Give it a few minutes. It'll be delivered. Speaking of which, I'm expecting something delivered from a certain someone in this household. I hope she remembers.
Some orange chingo.
Yeah, that's right. If money were no object, what would be your ultimate car that you'd love to see parked in your driveway?
Oh. A beautiful, brand new E-Series Mercedes.
Wow. Color?
Pearl, real sparkly.
The 550, the 300, what do you want?
She said 300.
300?
Yeah. All right. That's cool.
You know, I'm not going to be greedy. Just a little two-door convertible.
Best vacation ever taken.
That was the 3 years that I lived in Rosarito, Mexico.
Oh.
That was a 3-year vacation.
All right. Best bucket list vacation. Where do you want to go that you
that
haven't
would
been
be-
to?
Spain, Italy, France, Greece, and Costa Rica.
I don't remember saying vacations. I said one.
What was the last
It'll
one?
be one.
That's at least 2 days
I
right
did
there.
easily.
What was the last one you
Costa
said?
Rica.
Oh.
Costa Rica.
Costa Rica.
Oh, Costa Rica.
No, Costa Rica.
No, we're from the East Coast. We don't slur any letters.
You got to trill the R.
Mira, loco payaso. See?
Oh, by the way, Richie Garcia sends hello to everybody. He's in the chat room. Thank you, Richie.
Hey, Richie.
Okay, favorite meal, top to bottom.
Okay, just give me crab legs. King crab with lots of butter. That's all I need. I don't need an appetizer. I don't need dessert. Oh, maybe some, you know what? I lied. Maybe an artichoke on the side. Yeah.
You just
Okay.
said you don't want to be greedy.
I
You
know,
just
right?
kept going.
Favorite Las Vegas thing to do to relax.
Oh, gosh. This is funny, but I love to go to Bally's Pool because it's free for locals. Yay!
Oh, there you go. Free for
Yeah.
locals. We like that. All right, 2 more questions and you're off the hot seat. When people contact you about what to do in Las Vegas, what's the one thing you tell them to do that they must partake in when they come visit Vegas?
Duh, they have to go to Fremont Street so they can see Selena.
There you go. All right. Last question for you, and then I'm going to have you stay on to help us do one more thing for Johnny. If you were not doing what you're doing today, entertaining, what career would you have liked to try?
Hello, supermodel. Duh.
Supermodel. But why can't you do that at the same time singing? To me, that would work.
Well, I guess I am, really.
Right.
I mean, hello.
All right. Now, I'm going to ask you to stay there because, Neil, I'm going to ask you to turn around and grab that from our guest in the doorway who does not want to be on camera. And what we're doing here, Teresa, is we brought in a tray of mini cupcakes with 1 candle in it. I'm going to give you the lighter so that this way we can have Johnny. We'll do Happy Birthday again, which I'll ask you to lead one more time. But we're actually going to have him blow out a candle. So, Johnny, you're going to have to get up from your seat, come to the main table as we get accompanied by the Beatles and Happy Birthday. All right, here we go. Miss Teresa, if you would please do the honors and lead us into another rendition of Happy Birthday, Johnny.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Johnny. Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday, Johnny. Blow that candle out, my friend. There you go.
All right. Woo!
Excellent. Thank you very much for Teresa for that rendition. Now get back to work. Let's cut that song so the Beatles don't send us a bill.
Fire alarm.
Fire
going
alarm,
off.
right, exactly.
Fire alarm, fire alarm.
So we have some mini candles here to celebrate Johnny's birthday, and I think I surprised him. He had no idea about the cupcakes, and he
yeah,
had no
thank
idea
you.
you were going to sing for us. So
No, that's great. Thank you so much.
Well, the original mode was I was singing, but I did my demo and they rejected
yeah,
it.
exactly. Terry Haley says, "Go Johnny." Hello from Richie, sending out to Teresa. Mopar Murray says, "Happy birthday, Johnny," and everybody else that's in the chat room.
Well,
All right.
Thank you.
Teresa, just hit us up with a couple of more plans and ideas and things you have coming up. Do you have another Facebook show scheduled? What do you have coming
Yeah,
up?
tell us about your face show.
Face show, right? Exactly.
Let me tell you all about my face show.
She picks a
So,
different body
my
part
next
each week.
face show- my next show is going to be actually Tuesday, May 12th at 6 p.m. Pacific time. It's going to be Tuesday Blues with Teresa Mala,
Teresa.
and it's a Tuesday, so Tuesday Blues, Tuesday, May 12th, 6 p.m., and that's going to be to launch our Blues Against Hunger Society here in Vegas. And then after that, the following weekend, I don't know if it'll be Saturday or Sunday yet, but I'm going to start my Sin City Blues with Teresa Mala show on our Boz TV YouTube channel.
And what was the date of
So
that?
lots of stuff.
I'm sorry. What was the date of the opening for the Blues?
Tuesday, May 12th, 6 p.m.
And where are you doing that? Obviously, you're doing that online.
Yeah, it'll be on my personal Facebook page, Teresa Mala.
Okay, and just mention the website again.
It's just Facebook.
No. For the association.
Oh, so Blues Against Hunger. Let's see. Its Facebook page is Blues Against Hunger. YouTube Blues Against Hunger, and then BAHS.com and BAHS.org.
Gotcha. Sounds great. Here's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm getting messages all over the place. We want to thank you for coming on. We would love to be part of that. Neil, any closing thoughts? John, he has one more question,
I
I
do
think.
have one question. I want her to tell the story about her name.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
There's more
So,
to
yeah,
it than
Teresa-
just popping out as Teresa Mela. Yeah, there's a story behind it. Tell them the story.
Well, yeah. So Teresa is my first name. Mala is my stage name. And where the name came from, I have some friends in Tijuana who said, you look just like this telenovela actress named Teresa Mala. And I really do look like her. So I kind of stole part of the name. I made it Teresa Mala. Mala means bad because I'm a badass musician. Hello.
I'm not arguing.
I'm not arguing either. I'm jumping in on that one.
Absolutely. But the next time
Hey,
we
by
did.
the way,
Yes.
Aaron, do you remember what I ordered that night we met?
I know one of it was a glass of water, right?
No ice.
No ice. I don't remember the liquor drink because I'm not a drinker, so I don't remember the alcoholic drink you requested.
So how would you know what she ordered?
No, because
Because I ordered it from him. I thought he was the waiter.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to get to.
right.
Not only did she think you were the waiter, she came up to me that night and said, "Aaron, how are you doing?"
Exactly. Yeah, it was the funniest thing. I stood there. I took her drink order just to try to help because she'd been sitting there, her and Tule, and I said, "Okay, I got you."
That's true.
Right? And I
Yes.
said, "Let me take care of this." And I found the waiter that was waiting on where we were all sitting that night.
Correct.
And I said, "Hey, a good friend of mine's been sitting on the rail over there for half an hour, thirsty as all get out. This is what she wants. Please go take care of her."
And this is the only way we're going to get her on our Twin Brothers show if we give her a drink
I
now.
know, exactly. And so
Okay,
after,
so
go ahead.
for future reference, it's Modelo Especial, that's beer, my water with no ice, from a pipe, and a shot of tequila, also from a pipe.
We have
Nice.
a picture
We're going to
of,
try. Yeah, we're going to try to do a side by side, right, Neil?
Yeah.
Well, okay. Aaron is putting up a picture of the telenovela actress Teresa. We have her Teresa. We have her up right now. I wish we could
All
do
right,
a
let's
side
see.
by side, but yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I have so many things in my head right now going through it that she'd be if she could reach through the speaker, she'd slap me in the face. But I mean,
Social distancing.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Listen, Teresa,
Yeah.
you're married. I'm married over 30 years. My wife is safe when I say stuff like this. You are absolutely gorgeous.
Thank you.
And
Hey, by the way, Mopar wants me to sing.
Didn't he hear you sing Happy Birthday?
Yeah, but he wants a real song. I'll just do a couple bars.
All right, go ahead. It's all yours.
Okay, ready? This is for you, Mopar. This is Ruth Brown, baby. Mama, you treat your daughter mean. Mama, you treat your daughter mean. Can you hear me snapping?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That was good.
Mama, you treat your daughter mean. He's the meanest man I've ever seen. Okay, there you go. There you
Beautiful.
go, Mopar.
Now, Mopar, what you have to do in return now is when her. Does she have a mug yet?
No.
Okay. So now when you get a mug up for her at some point, Mopar, you got to buy everybody's mug in the collection as a thank you. So
Mopar is actually a really great blues singer as well in Mexico.
I just remember Mopar as a type of automobile.
Mopar parts.
Yeah, Mopar parts glass when I was in the glass
That's
industry.
not what she was talking about?
I don't think so.
Oh.
I don't think so. But thank you, Mopar, for following us and asking for that, and we appreciate you. All right, Listen, Teresa, you've been great. You've been a great sport. We look forward to doing this again, especially probably after the association launches here. I'd like to learn more about it. Maybe we'll get Six and Rachel on at the same time. We'll figure something out to help you guys launch it subsequently after you guys open the doors here in Vegas and be able to talk more specific about it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
My absolute pleasure. Say goodbye to everybody listening there, Teresa.
Bye, everybody. Thank you. Love you. Mean it. Mwah.
Thank you, Teresa. Teresa Mala, first of all, she's great personality. Again, I wish we didn't have the technical issues that we had.
Very outgoing.
Absolutely. And Johnny, I think with her, you stepped in something good if you're going to end up doing some work with her.
Yeah, we talked about working together in a couple different projects. She's going to be one of my first guests on the Vegas After Dark show.
Are we going to be asked to be a guest on that show? I mean, all we can do is stand on stage and talk.
What time is it?
It's 12:59.
No, that show airs.
Oh, I don't know. What time?
I think it's going to be 9 o'clock, 9 o'clock p.m.
I can handle that.
Pacific time?
Yeah.
Our time, yes.
Yeah, we can handle that.
We can?
Yeah.
But it's down in Henderson.
So what?
No, that means you'd have to drive because I have to get my passport stamped when I drive to cross over the 15.
I'll pick you up. We'll go in one car.
Okay. Social distancing?
Yeah.
Sit
in the back seat.
Exactly. All right. Hey, listen, phone lines, we're going to, we have a we have a new number which is now on your screen. We got rid of the 660-7666 number. Done, buried, gone. The new number for within the United States, 702-329-6947. And toll free for outside the country. For
Wait
all
a
you
second.
folks, fans, yeah.
Are you talking about like India and Pakistan and
Yeah.
Germany?
And Mexico.
And Mexico, yeah.
And, all of Teresa's fans and
So
everything.
what if they're in Pennsylvania?
702.
That's out of the country. Yeah.
That's
Interesting.
so
that's our international line. We just went international.
that is correct.
Interesting.
855-502-4321. 855-502-4321. It is also on the promo post that I put up for
Yep.
today's show, so you can
Correct.
jot it down there. Please make note of that. And thank God that 666 number dead and buried. So want to thank our chat rooms, man. I don't know about your guys' watch party, but my watch party and chat room is absolutely blowing up because of Teresa, and we want to thank her for coming on and all the fans for following. And everybody that's part. Wait a second. Why did Betty White sneak in there? What did we do to piss Betty White off? The phone number. I'm sorry. Every time I get yelled at about the 666 number, Betty White shows up.
Do you know that we were talking earlier about a paranormal experience?
Yes. By the way, the
show
phone
that
lines
was
are
on-
now open. People can call.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Every time I look at our promo caricature, which I did a while ago, I see this ghosting image around both of us. Do you notice?
Down on the screen out
on
front?
the screen in front of us. Yeah.
Well, right now the phone number is blocking it, but I see. All right, we have a caller on the line. Caller, this is Twin Brothers. Thank you for calling. Who's this, please?
Hi, this
Hi,
is
this
Johnny
is
Bird.
Johnny Bird. I'm just wondering how our mothers are.
I'm
just trying out the new line.
Johnny Bird, we thank you for calling. The mothers are doing fine, I think.
Well, good. Great show today. I really enjoyed watching it.
Thank you, Johnny. We appreciate you being part of it as much as you can. It was, after all, a show dedicated to you for your birthday.
Listen, when they talk about social distancing, it doesn't mean call in from 6 feet apart.
No, that's
No, I'm calling in from I'm right now. I'm in Brazil.
Well, thank you for Johnny for calling in no matter where you are. We love you. There you go. See, we just had to test the toll-free number.
Yeah, it worked.
It worked. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, you just cost our promoter a fortune by calling on that line.
But the phone lines are open if you have any comments, questions for Johnny, for Neil and I, the studio, whatever you want. How to get mugs. That should be a top-of-the-list question. Portnoy.com.
Oh, we got a phone call.
Now we
coming
have a
in.
real phone call, I think. Thank you for calling Twin Brothers. Who's this, please, and where are you calling from?
Well, this is Richie, and I'm calling from St. Paul. Crazy Neil, Crazy Aaron, and that Johnny Bird, and Teresa Mala. Oh, feliz Navidad, baby. There we go. Fun time, great show. Wish we would have been able to do remote, but what the heck.
Yeah, she had a little technical issue on her end, but it's okay. We'll get her back again. All right. I guess Richie hung up, or his quarter ran out,
another
or he's
phone
calling
call.
right back.
Another phone call.
Hello, Richie?
No, it's Terry Haley.
Oh, okay. Terry.
Terry!
The Sugar Girl.
Sugars.
How you doing, my
Hi.
friend?
I just wanted to say hi to Teresa and tell her how proud I am of her and glad to see you guys back in the studio.
Thank you. Now, you have a show tonight.
Yep, 9 o'clock, the Sugar Shack. It's a great, fun show.
And what do
Hello?
you have a
Oh, there
theme
you are.
today?
Do I have what?
Do you have a theme today? Anything?
It's actually dedicated to, oh my gosh, my mind just went blank. It's actually dedicated to a friend of ours, Arlene Gibson, has been in the hospital, but she's okay. Hopefully she'll be going home in a couple of days.
Oh, good.
Right
good.
on. Right on. I'm glad you're doing it in honor of her. What's that?
Johnny.
Oh, okay. Nothing for Aaron. He doesn't want it. We're passing around cupcakes because, as you know, Terry, yesterday was Johnny's birthday. We brought in some cupcakes. So, do you want to give him a special rendition of Happy Birthday?
Am I going to get in trouble for copyright infringement?
No, because you're going to do it as however you choose to.
Oh, okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Johnny Bird. Happy birthday to you.
Man, I'm getting
How
getting
come all I
serenaded by
can
beautiful
see-
women.
My visual in my head every time is Marilyn.
I know.
Isn't that crazy?
I think Terry sounded very close. I think she was trying to channel Marilyn. Were you not?
Oh, yeah, baby. I got
Absol-
the Chanel number 5 here and everything.
Okay, the
And I'm
audience.
so glad you got rid of that horrible phone number.
See? Thank you, Terry.
Uh-oh.
So I'm
Betty
curious-
White's coming up.
I know. This one's for you.
So I'm curious with Terry, how she came up with the. She has Sugars. That's kind of her trademark sign-off. But how'd you come up with Sugar Shack and Sugars?
Well, Sugar's I'm the oldest of 13 grandchildren, babysat all my cousins and then their kids, and it's just a term of endearment for kisses. And then when I got here with the Sugar on the Facebook, one of my friends just started calling me Sugar.
And that the Sugar Shack came from that.
Yeah.
I think it's great. Yeah.
Hey, Terry, talk about your show tonight, because we did mention the show, but you didn't mention how people can watch the show.
You can just go to facebook.com, Terry Haley Official. It'll be live on there.
And you have all your past shows on there as well under the videos tab, correct?
Yes, correct.
Now,
Somebody's been doing their homework.
Hey, listen, that's why I get paid the little bucks around here to be prepared. You know what I'm saying? Now,
And I'm pushing the mugs, man. I have the mugs are little guest stars on the show tonight.
Somebody say mugs?
yeah, I think we all got the mugs here, and we got the mug disease, mugitis here in the studio. There's Johnny's.
Oh, no.
Let's see, I have to get mine up and over the phone numbers. There's mine. And then we also, new to the line, if you go to Neil's camera, we got the Twin Brothers mugs. Are now available.
I saw those.
Yeah, on Portnoy.com.
Portnoy.com.
Absolutely.
You
Now,
guys need to do shot glasses. We are in Vegas after all.
oh my goodness.
Can't print on glass.
No, that's true.
Porcelain, yes. Glass, no.
There you go. And that's porcelain mugs,
aw.
not toilet, right? Not porcelain toilets.
Well,
You
we
know-
could do toilets. Why not?
I get a little embarrassed about all this shilling and people talking about, talking about having people buy the mug and all that. It's shameless. And
It
it's
is
gotta,
shameless
It's
plugging.
got to stop.
Now, I don't
it
know
really
if
has to stop.
I don't know if everybody can see your sign behind the phone number there. So if we go back to Johnny, maybe we
Raise
can
it a
drop the
little
phone
higher.
number, or just raise the boom a little bit over the phone number there, Johnny. This way, everybody. There you go.
There you go.
It's just shameless, and it has to stop. It's got to come to an end. All this Portnoy.com, mug stuff. It's just, you can
Right,
go to
and people
Portnoy
taking
and you can buy
songs and changing the words to "I got a new mug." I mean, come on.
Ooh, good idea.
What?
Oh, you just
What are you
gave
talking
Johnny a new idea.
it. What are you talking about?
No, it's
I-
already done.
I know. I
It's
saw it.
already done. That was a great
Right.
piece, also. So.
Yes, it was.
Well, now, while I have you on the line, I know he's not going to skip answering this question with you on the line, but I know earlier you sent me a question that I know he has to answer now that you're live with us, and that is, she wants to know how old you are.
You were looking at me. I got nervous.
Oh, no, I don't.
Oh, good. All right.
You silly girl. It ain't never going to happen. It ain't never going to happen. No. When I'm dead, cut me in half and count the circles. That's how you can tell how
Oh,
old
my
I am.
goodness
God.
gracious. That's terrible.
That's morbid,
terrible.
man.
Old like a tree. I'm not dead, so you don't have to worry about it yet.
Oh, my goodness.
No, I
Terry PM me. I'll give you the number.
I'm above the age of consent. How about that?
Wow.
Oh, well, I would hope so.
But he's not. But he's not as old as us, I don't think.
And I'm too old to be a teen idol. That's my next song. I actually wrote a song. Too old to be a teen idol.
Nice, nice. But he's not as old as us, though.
Who is?
God.
Oh,
Listen,
Clint Eastwood.
I'm still the senior citizen in the studio right now.
Yes, you
Go
are.
ahead, make my day.
Yes, you are. Terry, thank you so much for calling in and sharing some time with us. We love you, and we just have you part. I think we're going to term you our stepsister soon. You keep supporting us.
cool.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Have fun
a
on
great
tonight's
weekend.
show. Thank you, dear.
All right. Bye.
Terry Haley checking in, and also too, she's another one that we met like the night at Bobby Mayow's as we met Teresa that night. Johnny's got a nice little stable of entertainers that he's been reaching out to that he's got at
Yeah, we're gonna have a new section on Portnoy.com. We're gonna call it the Bird Collection.
There
and
we go.
All of the people under Johnny Bird are gonna have, because the list keeps growing every day. I get more people wanting to be Portnoy. So
the
we'll
bird Sanctuary.
see. The Bird Sanctuary. Love it.
We're gonna come out of the aviary. I think it.
Out of the what?
The aviary. We're gonna come out of this COVID thing. I threw it out there. I use the racetrack analogy. I think I see when they're under the caution flag, which we're under now. You go into the pit and you get done what you need to get done, but you got to get ahead of the pace car. And if you're ahead of the pace car and you time it just right, you're at full speed when everybody else is still at pace speed.
Right.
And you can pass everybody when the green flag goes back down.
Which is the sort of the philosophy we're having about advertisers right now.
Yep.
Promote now while everybody else is waiting to catch up. We have the white light is blinking again, which means we have another caller on the line. Thank you for calling Twin Brothers. Who's this, please, and where are you calling from?
This is Richie again from St. Paul. Guys, this has been the wildest show yet. It has been literally in a very positive, all over the place. I mean, it is so fast-paced. We got to go to 2 hours. That's as simple as it is.
Well, Richie, all I got to say is that there was a new article that came out. Somebody had posted that, Vegas is opening for curbside service only. And all the hookers in Vegas are very excited by that comment.
Oh, listen, I had no idea that it would get this crazy every week. I can watch it over and over again because it is. It's just insane. But it's insane posse fun. And I love it. I get more enthused every week. I look forward. I get juiced up. My wife said, "What are you going to be with those three nuts again?" I said, "They are not three nuts. They are three brothers in a very unique way. Even though two of them are twins and one's a step, what the heck? They are just..."
He alone watched it 51,000
That's correct.
times last week.
That's right. Well, actually,
all right, goodbye,
no,
guys. I keep
Richie, stay on for a second because it would be a nice problem to have where we have enough sponsorship dollars that we have to expand to 2 hours. Now, we're 11 minutes over normally because of the gracious nature of our studio owner here, and the views are still up high, so he's allowing us to stay on. Besides, he's got nothing else to do the rest of the day anyway. But
that's why Saturdays at 1 or noon. High noon. I labeled it, baby. High noon is the time to go.
Right.
Hey, I just got to mention, we talk about being an international podcast.
Yes.
Shout out to Peter Reese, who is watching from Germany right now.
There you go, Germany. Thank you, Germany. But, Richie, if you want to help chime in and help fund that second hour, my friend, we'd love to have you on board. Oh, he left. See, he hung up before he could put it out there.
Sure.
But I want to go back to what you said about the racehorse analogy, Johnny. And from a sponsor standpoint, same approach can be said, right?
Yeah, if you want to sponsor the show, we had 52,000 views last week, and it's still counting. It stays in the world. I mean, people can watch it any time. If anybody wants to be a part of the show as a sponsor, we were looking for cornerstone sponsors, for bit sponsors. Call my number, 725-205-2349. We'll get a video crew. We'll give you a high-quality television-type commercial. We'll get you on the show. And get in now while we can keep the prices a little bit lower. And once you're in, we'll grandfather you in for some great deals coming up. 725-205-2349. Give me a call. We'll get you in and part of the family.
Right on. And as a matter of fact, next week, Neil, you and I, we have some old friends that we've done some work with in the past. Marsigliano's Pizzeria up on Sahara and Cimarron will be starting back with us next week.
Sweet.
As a sponsor for the next, I don't know, handful of months, because they are doing takeout and delivery to continue supporting the community. So we want to give them an opportunity. So they will be back with us next week.
And don't we also have a former contestant on Twin Brothers from Different Mothers, Rob Goldstein? Isn't Rob coming back on
Yes,
for a show?
I'm so glad you mentioned that. And also, too, I want to mention, don't forget to visit twinbrothers.vegas, our brand new website as well. Yeah, next week we're going to have a guest, somebody that's been on with us in the past, Mr. Rob Goldstein.
Contestant.
Well, he's calls him a contestant.
Yeah,
but-
everybody, we drill people, so it's, oh, I love it. Listen to that.
Exactly. But Rob Goldstein, he's not a financial advisor. He handles, let's just say, money matters. So, you know, if you're worried about bankruptcy, if you're worried about this, how to save money,
Especially during these times.
And that's what he's going to come on to talk about, and how to handle personal financial situations and how to survive this time. So he will be with us next week for the opening of the show, probably about the first 15, 20 minutes. Rob Goldstein will be back on with us. And then after that, in response to Richie and how much he loves where we go all over the place, we have nothing else planned after that spot. So we may be all over the place on next week's show. But what do you...
you know the video Johnny just did?
Yes.
Where it opens up with just showing the boots
Yes.
coming out with the Huey Lewis?
Yeah.
We got to close the show with that video.
Do you have that? Can we cue that up? Do we have that?
Yeah, we can.
Oh, that would be
All right.
sweet.
So here's what we're going to do. We're going to play that on the out. So we might as well wrap up. We want to thank everybody for watching. Please reshare the I got Teresa in my head. Anyway, we want to thank Teresa Mala for joining us. We want to thank Terry for calling in, Richie for calling in. Do we have anybody else call in besides Johnny Bird from afar?
Clint Eastwood.
Clint Eastwood. Yes, we want to thank Clint Eastwood. And we are truly now international once again with your friend Peter up in Germany. Can't believe it. But be that as it may. All right. So as we say goodbye, once again, we want to thank all of our first responders. We love you all for doing what you do and protecting all of us and keeping us all healthy. With that, go ahead.
Just a quick read. You can follow Teresa at LV Rocker Chick on Facebook and Instagram, and subscribe to her YouTube channel, LV Rocker Chick.
As we head out, we're going to celebrate Johnny's birthday with a mini cupcake. Terry Haley, we are all going to get a new mug. So watch this from Johnny.
I want a new mug.
Here we go. See you next week.
Wanna do what? Wanna won't make me sick. Wanna won't make me crash my car or make me feel 3 feet thick. I want a new mug. Wanna won't hurt my head. Wanna won't make my mouth too dry or make my eyes too red. Wanna won't make me nervous, wondering what to do. One that makes me feel like I feel when I'm with you. I'm alone with you. I want a new mug, one that won't spill, one that don't cost too much, but will give me a thrill. I want a new mug, one that won't go away, one that won't keep me up all night, one that won't make me sleep all day. One that won't make me nervous, wondering what to do. One that makes me feel like I feel when I'm with you. I'm alone with you. I'm alone with you, baby.
Now you too can be the proud owner of a Portnoy.com Johnny Bird mug. Log on today to Portnoy.com. That's Portnoy.com.